Hello again, welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. Paul Schrimpf back with Sfiligoj.
Yes.
I was the one gone for a change. I was in South Dakota at the PrecisionAg Accelerator meeting, which was fabulous. We had a nice crowd of probably about 50 individuals. It was more of a classroom learning kind of setting, so it wasn't the usual sit down and I'll tell you what you're going to learn. It was some lecture, but also some small group work, some exercises, trying to get at the value and the business creation and precision ag, and it was interesting. To some degree was what I thought it would be. It was a lot of discussion about options, a lot of people bringing the ideas that they had and the concepts they had of their own businesses, and speaking with other businesses and listening to the lectures and really talking about, ways they can possibly make adjustments or do things better. And it was a lot of younger folks, which is great. A lot of folks that were just kind of maybe relatively new to the precision area, and just really trying to get new ideas and concepts. I think a lot of it, when we talked about on the younger folks side, was helping to save people the trouble of making some of the mistakes that our grizzled veterans have made over the years. And we had 2 or 3 folks that have been doing this precision thing for a long time on the retail side, and they were very helpful in the discussions, especially in talking to these people about, that's possibly not going to work, or probably not going to work, or you might want to try this, and that, along with the instruction, I think made for a really cool meeting overall. So
yeah, and actually I saw, Paul, there was a little bit of news from our friends at Raven while you were up there too, if you want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, they're just naming the building after them, so that's
okay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Raven was the sponsor along with the EFC Systems, and they were both really happy with that. With the whole approach to education we took with Accelerator. But yeah, Raven was in the house and talking a little bit about their investment and what they expect out of it. So they're really thrilled. Obviously, South Dakota State is thrilled. They were a big part of the instruction as well, and I mean, overall, I think it was successful, and we'll look for probably an expansion of the Accelerator franchise into 19 and beyond.
Accelerating accelerator, is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that at all.
Okay, sorry. I said that.
You would say that, because that's what you do.
I would say that.
So that was my world. Again, we'll see more of that, and then a couple of weeks got InfoAg coming up, so it's like precision
gone again. So
precision all the way around.
Well, we do have some current event news, of course. We're on the cusp here, actually, as this video will probably be going out. The tariffs between China and the U.S. will be going into place. And I know, Paul, we've been talking about all the goods and services that will be affected here in the U.S. by those. And of course, one area that will be impacted is soybean growers. And I know our friends at the American Soybean Association put out a release on the 3rd of July, basically kind of their thoughts on the process of what's going to be going on. And what they had to say was this, and I'll read it, pardon me, but they're saying, "It is imperative that we maintain the robust market we have worked so hard for decades to establish with China. China is our top market, importing 31% of our crop last year. It has a sizable feed industry that's dependent on soybeans." And the release went on to say that China imports about $14 billion worth of soybeans each year. So, well, Paul, they're very worried that the tariffs will very negatively impact this going forward throughout 2018 and possibly beyond. And obviously their members are concerned.
Yeah, I saw some political discussions about that from Senator Grassley and others talking about, maybe Trump knows what he's doing and maybe this will be great, but then again, maybe it might not be, and we're concerned, but we're hopeful. So, and so I'm like, well, which eggs and how many eggs are we going to be breaking to make this delicious omelet that they're talking about making if all falls into place? It's hard to see in the short term, and it's also difficult to see in the long term as well. But I mean, if it may possibly, but it doesn't seem it seems like it's going to be a difficult slog to get there to make something positive out of this. I don't know.
Yeah, most of what I was reading saying if this war in tariffs goes on for more than a year, that it's possible we could see the U.S. economy end up in some type of a recession, a mini recession even, because of the impact of it overall. So, it's potentially not good. I know everyone going into 18 was pretty positive in agriculture that this, we had hit the bottom and that we were going to start heading back up in terms of income and confidence, and now this has just thrown a nice little monkey wrench into the whole machinery. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, there was an undercurrent of concern at Accelerator even.
Was there?
We were talking about precision and value and all those great things, but underneath it, people were at the cocktail reception saying, it's this. The crop prices are really still a drag and really a difficult thing to overcome. So, making that worse is certainly not going to be a positive thing. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, the only other thing to share is, of course, we've been following consolidation in the marketplace. The suppliers seem to have settled down on that front a little bit, but on the ag retail side, we're still seeing it. Found out this week that Ag Partners Cooperative in Hiawatha, Kansas, and Nahima County Co-op in Corning, Kansas, have voted to get together. So those two cooperatives will be becoming one as of September 1st, maintaining the Ag Partners name. And Paul, that'll have about 20 outlets in the state of Kansas. So you folks there expect a top 100 form from us, because I think you'll have the critical mass to probably make our list this year.
And don't say no to him, because he'll track you down like
a
dog. All right. Well, that's good, I think, for this edition of CropLife Retail Week.
Yeah, so we'll miss you for a couple of weeks here.
No, I'll be back. Am I in next week? No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm going dark.
You're going dark. Paul's heading into the mountains of Pennsylvania, where there's no cell reception.
That's our annual trip with my son to the cabin and exploration.
It sounds scarier than it is, folks.
It really is. It's a beautiful place, and it's great. It's just in the middle of nowhere, so it's awesome.
Yes. So we'll miss you a couple of weeks here.
And I won't miss you. That's it for this edition of CropLife Retail Week. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you sometime in the future.